Welcome to day 25 of our January challenge 2022. Starting on bar 29 today, but I'm going to do the 2-quaver lead in, which is an A and a C, and my thumb is going to be on the D that you see at the beginning of bar 29. So actually, let's open the hand up, D with the C and the A below it. Okay, not quite 3 in a row because there's a gap between 3 and 2. Okay, I'll play it first as usual. Here's our count in. So it'll be a 2-beat count in. 1 and 2 and. Okay, don't rush the crotchet bar, even though there's nothing much happening underneath. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Right hand. So we're starting with this A, C leading up to the D crotchet that you can see. And we have A, C, D. I'm actually coming off there because we're kind of creates a feeling of space, and then I have 3 A's. You can just do that 2, 2, 2, or you could go 2, 3, and then back to 2, whatever feels comfortable. If you're actually really comfortable with coordinating your hands and that wouldn't put you off, it's actually really nice to change to 3 and then back to 2. But if that would just be one thing too much, there's enough space here. They're not fast notes to do 2, 2, 2. That would be okay. And then I'm going down G to E. So thumb on the G, finger 2 on the E, thumb moving to the F. Then I'm going to do a thumb slide. So my fingers 2 and 3 are going to sit on D and C. And then my thumb's coming back to the D to finish this pattern. It's quite a familiar pattern that now, isn't it? With the slide and then excuse me, coming back to that thumb. Okay, so G, E. All right, okay. So let's maybe just give that last bit a go actually. So this is the crotchet at the end of the second bar, into bar 30, with our thumb on the G, going into this A minor bar, so finger 2 on the E, and then we'll have the thumb slide to finish our piece section. Okay, here we go. Here's our count in. So I'm going to give you 2 beats. We're going to start with that G, leading into the 3rd bar on your screen. Here's our count. 1, 2. Okay, let's try that again. Ready? 1 and 2 and. That's it. And you may want to write some fingering in there just to be clear that you're actually only placing the G to the E, moving the thumb, and then we'll have 3 fingers on with the gap for the thumb to do its slide. And then coming back to the thumb. Okay, lovely. Then if we put the bit before that on, so we've got the 2 quavers A, C leading up to the D at the beginning of your line. Okay, 1 and 2 and. Lots of A's, and 2 and. Loads of time. And. Okay, let's try that again. You've got it. So it's A, C is our leading notes to the thumb on the D. 1 and 2 and. Lots of time. 2 and. 2 and 3 and. Okay, left hand has another of these D, A, D crossing under. Beautiful, we're happy with that. Then it just goes to a C, octave and a fifth, so the same opening up, just starting on C, and it's just a rolled chord. Remember, that's a tariam. Okay, don't think of it as 3 separate notes. Think of it as trying to play that chord, but just peeling off for once. Okay, so tariam. Okay, that wants to slightly anticipate so that that thumb lands with the top note. Then just take that down a few strings to the A, and then back up, and here it's one of these again, but we're just going to have to be careful with our placing because the top hand is also playing that D. got that slightly tricky transition of this right hand melody note wanting to ring out and the left hand needing to land on it and cross under. Okay, so let's do that left hand now in time, just the left hand. So it starts on the D, A, D, crossing under. Okay, here's our count in. Lots of time in this now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and. We're getting ready. Don't put your thumb on yet. Now, late as possible. Okay. Let's just try the very last bar, which is this D, A, D, but I want the right hand in as well because that's playing that D. Well, I've actually been with a thumb, but if you want to, for this exercise, just play it with the 2, that's okay. But just so that we hear this crossover and we can start to feel and get comfortable with how it's going to work for you. Okay, so this is just this final bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Yeah, let's do that again. I would say maybe really bring out this bass note, this left hand note, okay? To help carry the D feeling across. Same again. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, that's as clean and as crisp as you can get it, I would say. If you're, remember, be firm when you do put the thumb on, be firm, but try and leave it as late as you can. Okay, that will help. Good effort. Okay, let's have a go then at all of this section hands together. Okay, so right hand was A, C, D, A, going on to the G and E, and then our thumb slide. Okay, left hand, lots of space. Okay, so we'll just start with the lead in A, C, and then join in. Okay, 1 and 2 and. Lots of A's, C chord, 2 and. Okay, good effort. So that is something you're going to work on pulling together. Okay, we'll give it one more go in this section, but then you can go over to the play along to try it over a few more times. Okay, so here we go. A, C, D. Okay, don't panic about the rolled chords, but do get them out of the way. Tadium, just think tadium and you'll be fine. 1 and 2 and. This is one of the places as well where the faster you're playing, the less impact I think that final crossover between the two hands will have. You know, so an example of actually slower music is sometimes harder because of the cleanliness and the clarity of sound that you're trying to get. Okay, join me on the play along and we will do that at some faster speeds as well as that learning level too. All right, well done. Keep it up.